Shake out them yayas.
Hey guys!
Hello!
So longtime readers know that while we live up here, we actually rent out this garden unit down here.
Rented.
And we rented it because those people that were renting it out down here have decided to move on. So we thought, what better time
to do some of the big, larger scale improvements to the place that we weren't able to do when they first moved in because we were on kind of a time crunch. So we just let it stay where it was, priced it accordingly, and now hopefully we'll be able to get some of these big things done and get some new renters in.
Right, so we're going to be doing some pretty big changes. We're going to talk you through them now. So let's go.
Here we are.
Okay, when you first walk in, there is a small entryway and it leads out into the main living space.
So kind of much like our space upstairs, it's very long and narrow, just based on the shape of the house, but pretty good sized space here. Obviously you can see where the television was mounted with the cable hanging out of the wall.
There's a lot of windows down here even though it's a garden apartment, so it still feels, it gets a good amount of light considering that it's a garden apartment.
Right, all the windows are about 40 inches tall.
2 bedrooms. Both bedrooms are actually a pretty decent size, much larger than our scary room or our guest room upstairs, and probably a little smaller than our master bedroom. But both of these bedrooms are right off of the living room. One there, and there's one in here.
Both decent sized closets, not huge, but
looking back
pretty
this
solid
way. So one of the very first super big changes that we're going to be doing starts down here with the floors. We've never been a fan of these floors, but they were fine, and now that we are going to do it, we decided let's just really get into it. We are going to be demoing up the floors and laying the wood look tile down here.
Right.
We're actually not doing that part of the job. We're hiring someone to do it for us, and once they are done, then we're bringing in our favorite general contractor to help us do a few other things. So let's show you what we're going to do in the bathroom. As you can see, the toilet is pretty far away from the door because it was the only way the door could open.
So what we're going to be doing there is we're going to switch the toilet, and you can see the location where the vanity used to be. We've already pulled that out so that we can get it out of here. It's going to get replaced. And also we're going to reglaze the tub and potentially regrout all that subway tile there.
Yeah, it should be hopefully not that big of a deal, but we think it's going to be a huge, huge improvement. So then walking out over here, you're brought into the kitchen. So let me just try to step back. There were cabinets here that are obviously still here. That is a furnace closet. Unfortunately, just like us, there is a furnace closet in the middle of the kitchen. We sold off the sink cabinet. Someone is picking up the fridge. We also sold off the stove. But as you can see, it's a little bit, it was awkwardly laid out.
So what we're going to be doing there is kind of reversing the shape of the kitchen, and that's going to start by building a little vestibule mudroom that will pop out kind of like this. We'll box in here. What that's going to do is allow us access to the utility room.
Let me show you where the utility room is.
So That's the door.
It's right here. Very scary.
So utilities, water heaters, all the breaker boxes are down here. So currently, anytime we need to access the breaker boxes to switch out the hardware, we'd have to enter the space of the tenants. So in building this little mudroom, there will be a pocket door along that wall right there after the water heater gets moved a little bit, so we can access that without having to enter the unit.
So that little mudroom area is going to get closed off, and then there's going to be a new exterior door that leads to our backyard, and then at the front of that little mudroom is going to be another exterior door for our tenants to access to get out through the back.
We'll be installing doors with a couple windows in them to allow a little more natural lighting.
Yeah, so because of that, the kitchen is going to get a little smaller, but we have a really good idea of how we're going to address that. We actually worked with our friend Daniel at Manhattan Nest. He helped us design something that I think is going to be really super cute, and we're going to be working with IKEA on that project. So we're super pumped that we have some pretty cool sponsors that are helping us get this place into shape. And then over here is the laundry room.
You can see that big tan stripe there is where we had a crack injected with epoxy, so it would stop some leaks.
Yeah, so we sold the washer and dryer earlier today, so right now it is completely bare bones, and I actually think that even though it's small, I mean, it's really not that much smaller than the laundry room that we have upstairs ourselves, so we're going to be adding a stacked washer dryer, probably some upper cabinets, so that way they're not so deep, but we're going to be mounting them down below, and we're going to put a shelf above that, get rid of this shelf obviously, but some big changes in the laundry room as well.
So there you have it. That's the space, and we're really excited to get moving down here and get things upgraded once and for all. And as you can see, Jack is very enthusiastic about this project.
Oh, we forgot to mention the super cool, well, I mean, not super cool, but huge improvement. We're going to be adding a whole ceiling full of recessed lights up there.
Right, yeah.
Putting them on a dimmer, everything will be super nice and bright.
We didn't mention that either.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in the kitchen as well. So that's the tour. This is the last time you guys will see the garden apartment looking this way. And then hopefully the next time we talk, we will have some big tile updates. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bye. High five. Yeah, good job.